Good morning, students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Okay, very good, students. Okay, shall we learn commerce? In commerce, we are in the 20th lesson, that new economic policy, isn't it? New economic policy, it has three dimensions, that liberalization, privatization, and globalization. We have completed two concept, that liberalization and privatization. So now we will learn the globalization. Globalization, what is the meaning? So that means our domestic economy, so our trade, that is connected, that means they are integrating or interaction of the domestic economy with the rest of the world. Okay, that means about the in what things they are making us globalization, about the foreign investment, then foreign trade, then production, then many other financial matters. That interaction of these factors are called globalization. That means that our trade, it is becoming an international trade. Domestic trade becomes international trade. We can purchase or sell goods in abroad. Okay, that in that is simple words, common words we can see. Okay, that means it is consolidating many economies of the world. Okay, that is called globalization. Many countries join together, that is integration of different economies. Okay, join together and they do the trade. Okay, so for the globalization, what they have done, they have removed many barriers. Okay, they have removed or they have reduced the barriers, obstacles, okay, related to goods, okay, or service or capital or labor. Okay, laborers can be moved from one country to another without much that legal procedures. Okay, then that capital investment, foreign direct investment, foreign indirect investment, all these things. Okay, that here already we have learned that in olden days we had that quotas and tariff. Okay, quotas and tariffs. They have removed or reduced many of the quotas and tariffs related to the foreign trade. Okay, so since they have reduced, this globalization has become easy. Okay, so we will learn the forms of globalization, how they have made this globalization true. First, they have that foreign trade policy has been introduced. Foreign trade policy. What are the foreign trade policy they have introduced? Here we can say in the beginning of this LPG, they have that then government in 1991, they have agreed in many agreements. They have signed in many agreements. They have agreed that GATT, we have studied, isn't it? GATT, General Agreement on Tariff and Trade, there we have studied. Here, General Agreement on Trade and Service, GATTs. Okay, that GATTs. Then TRIPS, another one. Some of these agreements. Okay, what is the meaning of TRIPS? That trade related intellectual property rights. Okay, trade related intellectual property rights. Another one, General Agreement on Trade and Service. Okay, these are the main agreements the government has signed. Okay, because of this, they have they have freed the foreign trade policy. Then export promotion. Export promotion. So here how they promote export. They have reduced that what you have learned here. The tariffs and quotas have been reduced. Okay. So that the traders, the merchants can either export or import without following many legal formalities. Okay. So in that way they have promoted export and import. Then freedom to repatriate. Repatriate means coming back or to send back the people or the money that where they belong to. Okay. For example, the people the people might have that migrated from one country to another country as refugees, isn't it? So those people might have they have free to come back to their own country. Okay, so they in this one also globalization, not only in trade, this repatriotism can also be made free. Okay, because of this globalization. Okay, then reduction in tariffs. Reduction in tariff. Tariff means many duties. Okay, many that legal procedures to reduce the import or export. Now they have reduced all those tariffs. Okay, we can say the custom duties or tariffs. Okay, that they have imposed in export and import. Okay, they have reduced or they have relaxed many tariffs and quotas. Through that way also they have made globalization true. Then encouraging open competition. Encouraging open competition. Here here we never think that domestic trade and international trade, we will not have much differences between domestic and international, because since globalization they have made into practice many industries which were domestic have become international trade business. Okay, because they are free to their tariffs, their quotas have been reduced or that is removed totally, so that they can enlarge their business. Okay, so they have domestic organizations have also increased their trade into international business. Okay, so it was encouraging they everybody open competition throughout the world. Okay, they can compete. So all these are the forms of globalization. Now we will learn the advantages or merits of globalization. What are the advantages? Okay, it increase in foreign collaboration. Foreign collaboration. How it has increased the foreign collaboration, that many other that means the other foreign country people, the investors can invest in India. That is called foreign collaboration. Okay, that one they, through joint venture. That means in India, Indian people and foreign people can jointly start a business. That is joint venture. or merger. One company in foreign country, another company in India, they can merge and they will start as a new company. Okay, so through merger or through this joint venture or franchise, selling the goods, okay, merchandise, franchise, or that turnkey projects in another pattern. Okay, through all these things, they have increased the foreign collaboration. Okay, then expansion of market. Here itself we learned, isn't it? The domestic market has been improved as international market. Okay, that means you can say the local market has become national market. The national market will become international market. Okay. Then technological development. Technology has been improved. So that technology can be got just by paying royalty. Okay, some amount they can pay, or they can purchase the technology by paying a lump sum, that amount, or they can do the collaboration. Okay, their technology and our technology can be combined together and can be uh, activated. Okay, so technological development has been done through this globalization. The reduction in brain drain. What is the meaning this brain drain? So here, what is the meaning of this one means, the people, those who are in India, they will go to foreign countries in order to earn money. So the domestic country is losing uh, experience, their power, the manpower. The manpower is getting reduced because of this, that going to other countries, isn't it? Or the talented, the experienced people will be going to foreign countries in order to earn more money. But since because of this globalization, we do not need to go to other country. The other countries are coming into India and they establish their organization, their corporate companies. Okay, then Indian people, Indian workers, laborers or managers, the workforce, Indian workforce do not need to go to other countries. Okay, that reduces the brain drain. Then disadvantages. What are the disadvantages? First one, loss of domestic industries. Yes, domestic industries, because that because of globalization, foreign companies come into our country and they start production, isn't it? So international products will be available. So this domestic industries, domestic products will not have enough demand. Okay, demand for the domestic products has been declined. So the domestic industries become out of fashion, isn't it? So that they cannot produce their own products because they do not have enough demand for their products since the foreign products have come into use. That is a loss of domestic industries. Then increase in inequalities. No equality. Opposite to equality only inequalities. Here how? That we have studied here domestic industries declined, isn't it? that demolished. Only the foreign industries are growing, developing, but they are declining. Which one? Domestic industries. So our people, they become poor, that the well-to-do, the rich people, those who are able to invest money in foreign companies, okay, or they are those who are afford to pay more money as investment, they can survive. So it is making the gap wider. That means between rich and poor. Rich become richer and the poor become poorer because of this globalization. And what is another one also, the developed countries only will be coming and starting industries in the developing countries. So they are exploiting, they are consuming the rare natural resources or human resources of the developing countries. So they are exploiting the resources of countries. Okay, resources, either human resource or natural resource, rare resources are exploited because of globalization. Okay, then dominance of foreign institutions. Dominance of foreign institutions. So it, because that foreign institution only they invest into our country, isn't it? But the domestic industries will not find their place in their own country, isn't it? So that getting stronger, the foreign institutions are getting stronger. They are becoming dominant. Okay, they are ruling over the country, we can say. But the independent industries, they cannot find place in the country in which they have been established. Okay, but who will be dominating the foreign institutions? Okay, so we can say it is a threat to our national that integration or national sovereignty, we can say. Our nation's sovereignty is spoiled, but foreign institution is becoming more and getting stronger, and they are exploiting the domestic industries, and they are dominating over all the industries, domestic industries. Okay, we can say many disadvantages of this globalization. Because of this new economic policy, we can say still they have some merits also, isn't it? Then let us learn the impact of globalization. Impact. So we know the multinational companies, they have come into existence because of the globalization, isn't it? So they can manufacture, these multinational companies, multinational corporation. They can manufacture, they can buy or sell goods everywhere, worldwide. Worldwide trade has become possible because of globalization. Okay, then because of this globalization, the job opportunities have been increased because many international companies have been established. There, they need the employees either, but actually, in reality, the lower level employees only will be appointed from local domestic country, but the higher level employees will be appointed by the foreign companies, isn't it? But anyhow, we can say even for the lower level employees, that globalization creates job opportunities. Okay, irrespective of the level, maybe either the top level or bottom level of employees. Then we can say the consumer products market has been increased. Consumer products market. Yeah, I think I can say one living example also. Nowadays, even in the small shops, we can see this the consumer products more in a shop, isn't it? That you see that kurkure, then many kinds of chocolates, this chips available. Before we have never got this one, isn't it? All these products are because of this globalization. Okay, they invest in India, and they start a big industry, and they are producing and selling for 5 rupees, 10 rupees, so every people can buy. That is the way they are promoting their product. Okay, they are increasing their sale. So we can say the consumers product the consumers products market has been improved. Okay, again we can say the globalization has touched all the aspect of agriculture in technology development. Yes, isn't it? Before we have never used any ploughing or for harvesting or sowing seeds. Nowadays we have got many machineries, tools, equipments. Okay, that one is one of the main impact of that globalization. Many that machineries and equipments have been introduced for the in the globalization, that in the agriculture. Okay, then last one we can say this many multinational companies, or we can say the corporation only, the companies which are established because of the globalization, the big companies we can say as corporation. Okay, so how they have got, they can improve their profit by reducing their cost. Okay, their operating cost will be less, and they will get new raw materials. For that purpose only they are starting industry in India, isn't it? Raw materials, and they will get market. They have to produce and they have to sell the products in India. That was the main purpose when Europeans have come into our country. Okay, now also the same purpose only. Okay, why they have started in India, why they have introduced this this globalization. They want to start industries, they will invest money, and raw materials will be very cheaper, and the laborers, all the that factors of production will be got very less cost. Okay, the cost will be very less, and they will get additional market. They do not need to find a place to sell their products. They can sell the same product in India, and they can get their profit. Okay, sitting in their own country, they will earn, they will take away all our money. Okay, so for that only that globalization has paved the way. So now we can say what are the highlights of this LPG: liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Okay, they have introduction of new foreign trade agreement. That is the one they have done, first one, isn't it? Many agreements they have signed. Introduction of many agreement, got trips and all. Okay, then that foreign investment, either direct foreign investment or foreign indirect investment, both. Okay, foreign investment, foreign direct investment, foreign indirect investment. Okay, then the one act is there, MRTP Act. Okay, that Trade Restrictive Practice Act. I will tell you the full form. MRTP Act in 1969. Then it has become an opportunities for overseas trade. Okay, otherwise we have to sell our own products in our own country, isn't it? Now overseas trade, that means foreign trade. Then we can take step to regulate the inflation. Inflation can be regulated, checked. Then tax reforms also has been made, okay, for the these multinational companies. And we have learned they have abolished the license system. License system was abolished. Okay, because of all these things, we have got a free trade policy. Okay, they have no need to um, find new market. Okay, where they produce in the same country, they can sell their products also. All these are the very highlights of this LPG. That means the new economic policy of our government. Okay, here among the three, this liberalization and globalization has the same meaning. Globalization, that integration of that trade among all the nations, isn't it? Here liberalization, they will liberalize they will reduce they will relax the rules and regulations of the domestic country in order to invite the foreign trade. Privatization among the country or from other countries, they will change the ownership from government to private people. Okay, so you might have understood. Now we will learn I will mark and give you the question answers. Dash is the result of new industrial policy which abolished license system, liberalization. Dash means permitting private sector to set up industries which were previously reserved for public sector. Privatization. Dash ownership makes bold management decisions due to their strong foundation in the international level. Private. Dash results from the removal of barriers between national economies to encourage the flow of goods, service, capital and labor. Globalization. New economic policy was introduced in the year 1991. Okay. Then we have new economic policy marked this one, marked liberalization, marked global. Three advantages of globalization we will mark. 186. Three advantages, 4 advantages are there, you mark any three. Okay. Then the next question. 3 impacts on globalization. 187. 3 impacts on globalization. Here any 5 are there, you mark. Okay. Any 3 you have to write. New economic policy already marked. Liberalization, impact of LPG, all the impact of liberalization, impact of privatization, impact of globalization you have to write. All the 3 separate. So this full we have to study. Okay, here only it is another question. This one. Okay, students. So you study this, learn and just read 2-3 times and you can learn it easily. Okay, students. Thank you very much.